Hi all, welcome to the Way Forward Talks with me, Amrita. The Way Forward is a company where we are into career development and hobby development. In career development, we do resume writing and we help in terms of building the person for a better job. So today, commemorating Engineers Day, we have Mrs Jyothi Paul with us. She's an amazing person, amazing mother, a very strong woman, I would call her. And I have seen her and I have imbibed many skills from her. So I'm very proud and happy to have her on the way forward. And she will introduce herself in her own words. So welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you for getting me here in this platform, and thanks for all the due recognitions which you have showered on me. I was fortunate that I seen you grow and you're conducting yourself in this platform, which is really a great I could say a great avenue for people to have mentorship as they go on in their lives. Thank you for that.
Great. So you're an engineer, you have actually done so many projects and you have grown and helped many budding engineers grow themselves. You have mentored them and you have made many projects big successes. So we'll talk about that down the line. So we'll just start with the questions. So what was the inspiration or what was the motivation for you to take engineering as your career path?
The first thing I would say is my interest in science and maths when I was doing my schooling, which channeled myself to go into a science program. But during my time, I think we had 4 courses. One was medical, one was engineering, the third one was commerce, and the fourth is sciences, right? So what happened was, like, medical, I didn't want to go because my parents and my aunt were already in the medical field. So I wanted to do something different. So I chose engineering because I felt more of my math and science skills and interest would pave me and help me out in my career growth. So that is why I chose engineering as a career those days.
Great. So it's a very good decision. I think I have seen the great successes and I'm very happy to see you in this position. So what were the challenges and odd situations you had to cross over while becoming an engineer during your college days or when you were a budding engineer?
I would say for me, I was a very introvert person, a shy. I had no clear purpose on over the period of time what I want to become. There was not much of an exposure, I could say, because surrounding me, there were not many engineers, whether it was in the family or my friend circle. So I had to come out of my comfort zone and explore myself to see what I wanted to become, to get more clarity for my future. And I would say that for all the people who are listening and who would want to pursue a career, not just engineering, is to, one cent of my thought is to open up yourself, explore, communicate, and have mentors in your field and take their support to channel your career in life. That is my suggestion to any graduates or any students in life. That really helps a long way to set your career goals for the future. And those days, I think we were not fortunate enough to have many, because the society, I don't say the society, I could say the avenues to explore was less, but now there are a lot of things which we could self-learn and get acquainted for the market. Yeah.
Amazing. So just a quick question. If given a chance, if you are doing engineering right now, what will be the engineering you choose? You're an electrical and electronics engineer. So there are so many like mechatronics, so much like robotics and artificial intelligence and all coming into play. Will you change your stream or will you still be with electrical?
I could say, in fact, when it came to a family life, I was always thinking computers would be good because I don't know, I had that sense of thought that you could work from home of that concept those days. But I was not in a position, not I was not in a position to shift myself to any other field. I always came back to engineering where I had, my electrical engineering, where I had my job ready for me. So I thought that, okay, let me stick on to this and expand myself in this very subject. And I have no regrets on that because in electrical engineering, there are wide scope. Now, if you see the data, what it is placed, the people talking about the GHG emissions, the net zero carbon, and your energy efficiency. So there are so many things where an electrical engineer could play a pivotal role on efficiency and sustainability for the whole world. I would still stick to my career, what I have chosen, and would like to pursue on this further.
Surely. So I have heard my cousins and friends say that electrical and mechanical are the core, the best and the basic form of engineering, and they are so proud of it. So that's really nice to see an electrical engineer again. So moving on. So as a civil engineer, you would have come across challenges at work. I mean, sorry. As an electrical engineer, you would have come across many challenges at work and maintaining your work-life balance. As you said, you had to travel, go for workout, you couldn't stay at home. So how did you manage it along with your family and work?
Yeah, what happens is for a woman and in a family life, it always is a work-life balance. So how do you prioritize your timing? So I would say that first thing is you prioritize what you want to have at that phase of your life, and then slowly things will ease up for you when you have that thought in your mind, because you try to plan yourself, you try to strategize your work. You accordingly make sure your surroundings are more comfortable for you to help you channelize your dreams. So what I first thought is that how do I, there are so many things because when I was in my prime age, uh, have being married and having kids, like how do I manage? And also I had that interest that no, I want to grow up in my career as well, I don't want to lose it. So family definitely supported a lot. I had a good husband who supported me all through my life, and that was on the personal side. But when it comes to your work ethics, what I would see is that in being in a fast-paced construction industry, and in the sense in the fast-paced construction projects which I was into, I had to learn a lot while working in the projects, because just being an electrical engineer doesn't give you any added advantage. So I had to learn about mechanical systems. I had to learn about the civil part of it. I had to learn the structural, and also I had to learn about the many systems which makes part of a whole building. We call it as building services. So learning these things while you work helps a lot to overcome your hurdles. And also the best way is like you communicate, you explore yourself, learning many things, you keep your mind open, that really helps a lot in easing up your hurdles in life. And you can overcome any challenges for that. Don't be shy. Feel free to go and ask for help. Yeah, and don't think that, oh, how would that person grade me? And how would the person take me or judge me for that matter? I would say that just come out of yourself, your comfort zones, and explore yourself, and take help whenever you think you need to channel yourself further. So that really helps a lot in your career growth and also in your work. That is what my personal experience on that.
Great. So we have spoken about the career and we are spoken about work-life balance. Going back in time towards graduation, just after graduation, what do you think is the skill that just a budding student who has just graduated from college should pick up? What should he learn first to be good at job?
I think, Anu, the trend has changed now, I think, because I see my children my elder son is an engineer, but I was surprised to see the university studies, what he had an internship while he was studying. That is, he had to study 4 months and he had to work 4 months, and that carries a credit to his overall course. So what happened, I was just comparing myself with him, and I really I'm for the methodology what their university adopted, because you get exposure to different industries, and over his 4-year period, he has worked for he has done his 5 co-op terms in different industries. And when he walked out of the college or university, he was in a position to determine that, hey, this is what I wanted to become. Like, this is what my interests are in this particular industry. So it really helped a lot in his career choice. So what I would say the students right now, or the budding engineers who want to go for a work after their graduation, right? The digital world is helping us, even me, to this matter, giving a lot of exposure to the industry we want to pursue, whether it is a new technology or a new product launching in the market, or what is happening. It is we need to open up ourselves, like, how do we integrate things, how do we think holistically, and how do we gain our knowledge from all these resources platform. As I told earlier, that it's good to have a mentorship. It's good getting associated with any organization, gaining some additional certification, equipping ourselves to the present market, whether it is doing some short-term courses in addition to what the engineering field you provide. So these things really help and pave you when you board your work as a full-time employee. And greatly, other thing I would say is learn to communicate well, because communication, I see, is a key purpose in helping you in all your hurdles.
Surely. I think networking, communicating is very key to success. With that only we can grow and blossom as a person in the society as a whole. So that's amazing. So in the prestigious projects you have handled, so what was the most memorable, and any highlight from that experience you can share with us?
Yeah, one particular project which is very dear to me and will be dear to me in my whole life is it's a construction project at Bahrain World Trade Center. Bahrain is in Middle East. It's one of an island, a very beautiful country. I was fortunate enough to get into that project and work on that project. So I was assisting for the engineering manager, doing coordinating roles with all the other trades. And we had a deadline for the project and it was very demanding. So it was a very challenging scenario, handling that such a big project, and there were many sustainability features embedded into the project, and which was a first of a case for that particular country. I would say because of that project, my interest in sustainability or green environment grew more deeper. So I pursued further certifications from US Green Building Council and also as a certified energy manager in my career growth. So the thing what I learned from that project is that coordination was very important, and getting to know about other trades was very important. And you can't just slack on your field and say, oh, let's do it tomorrow. No, it should be done on time, because if you are not communicating, if you are not coordinating things, then you're lost for the day. And because it was a very high-end project, and if you miss something, then there is a cost implications for that. So you had to be on your toes, and it was great because that is where I tried to learn multitasking, and there are so many things which I learned from that project, and that really helped me to look beyond my work, like, oh yes, we could try this scenarios or situations in your day-to-day work life. Like, okay, you know that you need to fix an issue. How do you go to that? How do you reach the goal? Okay, one way what is being determined is not working. How do you look at the other way of going through that and trying to fix the problem? So these sort of things personally I learned from that project, and it helps a lot out of your work zone as well in your day-to-day life. How do you, okay, you have made a decision in life, okay, one way you are not able to accomplish it. How do you reach to that position? Like, what are the other ways and means you are trying to see to accomplish that? You don't get stuck in one particular place. So this project has been a learning curve for me all through my life, and whenever I think of it, I have very good memories of that project.
Amazing. I think I can see it in the way you say about you're so passionate about the project. I can still feel it. So that's really amazing. And going on, like engineering, as you said, has transformed over the years. So how do you see engineering in the next 10 to 15 years with AI, ML and all coming into play? How do you see is the future? What do you see the future for engineering?
Yeah, what I see is data, as they say, data is the new oil. So I see engineering with data analytics helps a longer way to go into your decision-making process. It also gives you a predictive analysis in my field, because right now I'm working as a facilities in the facilities department. So AI plays a greater role, whether it is your energy efficiency, whether it is your maintenance of your assets in the building services industry. So you are able to predict and you are able to take a faster decision on how to go about it. So I I'm not against AI and ML, machine learning. It's they both, I could say, see that they both go hand in hand, and it is nice to have them because of the data. You are able to take quick decisions and also explore other possibilities, like how to resolve issues when it comes to your work in your field.
I think AI/ML is here and it's good to stay, looks like. So great. I think that brings us to a great wrap of the interview. And it was amazing to hear about your experiences and about all the travel in engineering. So your final words or your piece of advice to the engineers and the graduates, how to grow up in a better way in the engineering world.
My 2 cents on this is my own experiences. Like, keep yourself open. At any point of time, if you want any help, you please reach out to people. Keep mentors all through your journey, so that people are there to make things clear when you're clogged, what decisions to make in life, and get associated with some organizations in your particular field. In my case, I have been a member of IFMA. I have been a member of Association of Energy Engineers, also a member of Professional Engineer Ontario. So all these helps us to be with our peers and also know what's going on in the market, which is very much required in this stage of a market, because we can't be a standalone. We need to know around us what's going on, and also attend as many webinars or seminars to equip yourself about the product knowledge, about new launches in the industry. Definitely, this all will give you a better edge when you transition to your full-time career, or you're in a senior management role and you want to take some good decisions. These things and all will help you pave to be a successful candidate among the crowd.
Amazing. I think that was an amazing way to complete it. So thank you so much, ma'am, for a great interview, and really happy to see you here. TWF is very happy to have you. Thank you so much for taking time for TWF.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you for the initiative, and thank you for inviting me on your platform.